Hi Sagittarius, and welcome to your September reading. Thank you for your patience. We have this Venus going direct now. It is September 5th. That happened a couple days ago. And we have Mercury going direct on the 15th, which is the same day as the new moon, in Leo, conjunct the royal fixed star Regulus. And so anything you have in the late degrees of Sagittarius could be harmoniously trined by this new moon. And we have also the first day of the fall equinox. That's September 23rd, starting the season of tropical Libra. And then also we have the full moon in Pisces on the 29th. Okay. All right, well, these came out as I tried to move it. So let's take a look at that to start. The unknown. Looks like the star card in tarot. Difficulties. And a light in the dark. We have the sun, the moon, and the star. So that is 17, 18, 19. Those could be important dates for you this month. It's interesting they came out in sequence in value. So Aquarius, Pisces, or Leo. Well, we have the new moon in Leo. We also have, we had that blue moon, full moon, at the end of August. That was in Aquarius. And now we have the full moon in Pisces at the end of this month, the 29th. So there's a light in the dark when there's difficulties. There's a star to guide you forward. There's a compass available. As you navigate the unknown, it might feel, difficult when you can't see what's coming, but you can't see it because you're the one holding the lantern. You're the one lighting the path for others, helping them get through their difficulties. It's a brave stance that you've taken to undertake this task. You may be the first person to speak out about something, just saying what everyone is thinking. You could be drawn to this and follow you down to this path of truth, this path of knowing. All right, let's see what else these cards can reveal to us. Underneath we have the Tower. Okay, so you will be present for a major shift. Because I was talking about the collective here in Aquarius, it could be in regards, on a mass scale. It could be a change for the collective. We do have, how I was mentioning the new moon in Leo on the 28 degrees. Well, trining that would be the galactic center, which is 27 degrees Sagittarius, which connects us to our parent star, or rather the center of the Milky Way galaxy. So it acts as a portal, and fire could be the catalyst. All right, something spreading like wildfire. All right, let's see. Or you could be helping with a relief effort for natural disasters. Let's see what's going on. We have the world. Okay, the Tower, the world. There's a massive ending to a cycle. There's a shift underway. You are the spiritual leaders, Ace of Flames. Yeah, holding the torch, holding the light. Light in the dark, that's your torch. It's your truth, but it's also your wisdom, your bravery. People recognizing you for that. To volunteer, like if there's a tough situation, you're the one who volunteers to go out into the darkness and fix something. All right, so the book reads, light in the dark when the skies are dark. Sometimes it feels like the light will never break through, but rest assured the sun will shine again. While you wait, it's important to take care of yourself. Go inward, rest, get cozy, listen to music, read a good book, journal, and have a good cry or 20. Little by little, the light within you will shine again, a reminder that there is always light to be found in the world. You begin to notice the beauty and love that always surrounds you, and with that shift in awareness, day will break once more. So maybe, again, some of you have been struggling. Have you been in a dark place lately? Having to take this time to kind of retreat and regroup and formulate a new plan. And this could be bursting forth with your new pursuit, with the ending here in the world and the new beginning in the Ace. So there's something you're ready to embark on. We have the Empress. So something very fruitful, very profitable even. This is you birthing this new idea, but this is also a very phallic conjunction as well. We have the Ace of Wands and the portal of the Empress. So manifestation, your mantras that you speak to the universe, as above, so below, as within, so without. This is probably coming off the heels of that. I mentioned the Aquarius as the star card here, the blue moon at the end of August. If you spoke something into reality there, you have your intentions, and that's bringing in this massive shift for your life. But there's creation, abundance of creation here through this destruction of the tower. Maybe it's the dark that's being obliterated. And then we have the Five of Flames, the Five of Wands, competition. Okay, Mars and Leo. So, So it could be competition with yourself, making improvements on a personal level, or constantly refining your product, your delivery system, your whatever it is your master craft has become this month. This is you making adjustments to it. And like I said, improving it, possibly with feedback, the difficulties there. Could be hard to get off the ground at first, or you may have struggled to do that in the past. But this, the unknown, speaks of a different outcome. Also Aquarius ruling by Uranus, which is the sudden, the unexpected. Let's see what's underneath here. Play. Yeah. Get creative. And that's the energy of Leo, that new moon on the 15th. All right. Expand your mind. Think outside the box. That's the solution. Or this creative thought will come to you. And that could be what instigates this massive shift in your momentum, in your production. Let's see what your alchemy card does have for us, as there's already evidence of that materialization here on the table. I think by not overthinking it with the play card there, there'll be a flow state that's achieved. I feel opportunist. Like if there is a cataclysm or a shift on the world stage this month, you really step up as a leader and not take advantage. I know that's been painted in a bad light, but capitalize on a need that the world suddenly may have. We have the Raven's Head, the Caput Corvi. There was another sign that got this. I wonder if it was another fire sign. It could be. And then underneath that we have number 43, the Uncreated. I think I will read about both of those. They feel both relevant, especially the portals here. The light either going into the black hole or... I guess that's a seed. It is a sunflower seed. It looks like a prism with being injected into that so it knows when to sprout. Okay. Yes, the title of this card is The Unconceived, the Seed of the Seed. There was a time when everyone you know was not yet born, when every city was yet to be named, when your favorite song was yet to be sung. Such is the energy of Increatum. This card indicates the subtle but profound force that summons all that will be into existence. This most sacred of formulas cannot be manufactured, contained, bought or sold. It is the pure intelligence of creation pulsing at the door of reality. Its timing is precise, and it is happening now. Do not delay. Send an invitation to the uncreated. Allow it to formulate and gestate. Soon a sketch, a map, or a name will draw itself upon your mind. Envision and believe. The architecture of the future is within you. All ground is fertile. Life begets life. Okay. When this card appears, it is a potent time to create and conceive. Even if you feel you are starting from scratch, begin anyway. That conception was already illustrated here too with the Ace of Wands and the Empress. Desire pulls the uncreated into creation. The alchemist believes what is to come in answers and solutions not yet imagined for themselves and the world. So yeah, the creativity, the creative solution to the difficulty, to what is it that people are struggling with? What are you struggling with? What have you... So sharing your solution with the world. The Caput Corvi, this has to do with also the transmutation process, that once you start, there's no going back. It's like a domino effect. But that is what's leading to this momentum of expanding into the world and completing, seeing a project or a conception to completion. In the play card, I'm thinking of children and playfulness and creativity, that fifth house Leo energy, again feeling that trine during the new moon. Okay, to the galactic center, it's the center of the center, you know. So let's take a look at the Caput Corvi. Okay, the initiation, the ordeal, the work begins. Though alchemy is filled with a myriad of open-ended symbols, the raven's head is a precise message. It arrives to mark the beginning of the work. This card indicates something has occurred, known or unknown, to initiate the spinning of the alchemical wheel. With its mighty churning, things are about to change on every level. The raven's work cannot be undone, just as the pill cannot be unswallowed or the pearl turned back into sand. You may be overwhelmed or think that the journey ahead is not for you. Your doubts matter not to the raven, as its appearance signifies it has chosen you. You are ready, and the moment is now. Can you go back to the way things were? Can you pretend nothing has changed? The raven calls a clear no. It does not apologize, as it knows your destiny is great. It has that destructive energy of the tower, too. You know, there's no undoing the tower. What's done is done. It's meant to be purged. It's meant to be broken down and recycled. That's what the fungi do. They decompose. They're undoing and starting over with fresh new ideas, playful and creative ideas that nobody else has brought to the stage yet. Okay, let's see what your Queen of the Moon card is, since it seems pretty prevalent here. The new moon in the middle of the month is a highly fertile period for you, for whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. So what message then for Sagittarius? Pleasure. Okay, pleasure and play. So again, feeling carefree. It's like, it's only once you've lost everything, you're free to do anything. And that won't apply to everybody, but I mean, it's still good wisdom to have. That, okay, now that you truly have no strings attached, what do you do with that infinite, it's like having stem cells at your disposal. What do you want to program them to do? How do you want them to grow? Okay, so, and then we have the path. Okay. 8 and 18. The path and pleasure. Well, we had the unknown here. We were speaking of traveling down a path to an unknown outcome, some reality you've never existed before. This is a different reality tunnel. There's a shifting of timelines to a higher, more pleasurable, more enjoyable environment, one that is not full of disdain or, you know, the struggle like you had in the Five of Flames, but is truly the shifting to a higher timeline. And you do that through play, through having fun. All right, let's see what your astrology card is. And any information for Sagittarius for September. Cardinal, instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit. Well, that's the 23rd. The cardinal sign of Libra begins the autumn equinox, which is a description of change in the process. You know, we're going from the fullness of life waning down to the darkness of winter in the northern hemisphere and vice versa. So it's the turning of the wheel, which is the world too. It's the next phase. It's the next stage. So it does take that bravery. I did mention, I think, that earlier. Like, you're the one who would charge in and say, I'll go out and investigate. If you're camping with friends and they hear a noise outside and you take your torch, your flashlight out there and you're like, oh, I'm going to go. You even have their match here, lighting the way. I'll make sure the way is safe. Well, that could be your higher self giving you that message too. And Gemini, curiosity, intellect, and networking. So that's Gemini's the child of the zodiac. So maybe you could be getting these creative ideas or solutions through playing with your children too, for those of you who have them. When you fully lose yourself in that joy of connecting with that innocent energy, that curious, excitable energy of Gemini. And that's an air sign ruled by Mercury, which is retrograde until the 15th. That station's direct. When a planet is stationed, it gains power. So again, the 15th could be that epiphany. Okay, let's see. I forgot for the last 3 readings I did, I forgot to get an animal card for their monthly, so I might release a separate video for that. Well, let's see what your animal medicine is. The owl. Why am I not surprised? The wisdom. So we have owls and ravens. Again, you could be connecting with those bird species or seeing a trail of feathers on the ground indicating your shift on a different path to a higher path. Let's see what the owl has for us. Well, number 21, just like the world is 21. So the 21st could be another important date. The owl is titled Deception. Owl medicine is symbolically associated with clairvoyance, astral projection, and magic, both black and white. Owl is called night eagle on several medicine wheels used by American Indian teachers. Traditionally, owl sits in the east, the place of illumination. Since time immemorial, humanity has been afraid of the night, the dark, and the unseen. We had the unseen here, didn't we? The unknown. Yeah. But fearfully waiting for the first crack of morning light. Conversely, night is owl's friend. Owl hunts its prey at night. Not only can owl see in the dark, it can also accurately pinpoint and identify any sound. This gives it a great advantage when seeking food. Owls are the night hunters. Some native people are fearful of owl and call its feathers deceiver feathers. An owl feather is silent. You cannot hear owl when it flies, but its prey definitely knows when it strikes, for its beak and talons are razor sharp. Owl is oftentimes the medicine of sorcerers and witches. If owl is your medicine, you will be drawn to magical practices and perhaps explore the dark arts. You should resist any temptation to practice black magic or any art that takes energy away from another person or being. You have owl medicine. These night birds will have a tendency to collect around you even in the daytime because they recognize a kinship with you. Is it any wonder that in many cultures owl is a symbol for wisdom? This is because owl can see that which others cannot, which is the essence of true wisdom. Where others are deceived, owl sees and knows what is there. Athena, the Greek goddess of wisdom, had a companion owl on her shoulder, which revealed unseen truths to her. Owl had the ability to light up Athena's blind side, enabling her to speak the whole truth, as opposed to only half a truth. So lighting up, right? Your blind side, light in the dark. The owl is friends with the night. So you are either enabling other people, like showing them their blind spots, or higher self, your spirit guides will illuminate something that has been hidden or you've been deceived about, thinking that this is the certain way to do something, and then all along you've been doing it wrong, you have those epiphany moments. So this spirit animal could be here to, again, illuminate that darkness for you. And that's the Tower moment. If owl is your personal medicine, no one can deceive you about what they are doing, no matter how they try to disguise or hide it from you. You may be a little frightening to be around, since so many people have ulterior motives, which you see right through. If you are unaware of your medicine power, you may take your keen insights and abilities for granted. Others never do. You may frighten them and reflect their blindness, for you cannot be fooled. Owl medicine people know more about an individual's inner life than that person knows about herself or himself. If you have pulled the owl card, you are being asked to use your powers of keen, silent observation to intuit some life situation. Owl is befriending you and aiding you in seeing the total truth. Owl can bring your messages in the night through dreams and meditation. Pay attention to the signals and omens. The truth always brings further enlightenment. So the communication from the spirit guide too, because Gemini rules the third house of communication, and when that station's direct on the 15th, again, maybe keep a dream journal around the new moon and see what comes through the void. The new moon is the seed, which is the uncreated, the seed of the seed. All right, let's see what your angels and ancestors can add to this. High Priestess, harness mystic power. Okay, there was another pile or another sign that got the High Priest. But there's the counterpart, the High Priestess, like the number 2 card in the tarot. Harness mystic power. They did mention you may be practicing the dark arts with the owl there. She's got the black cat for spiritual protection. Oh my gosh, so I'm not playing. Underneath the deck we have the High Priest. Okay, so we're going to read these because, yeah. Okay, so the priestess says align with the light and focus on all things positive. That's why you had the Ace of Wands show up too. And the Be the Light card, right? Light in the dark. All right. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has had many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar, fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the High Priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The High Priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the High Priest. If you look at them together, you will see they mirror each other's energy. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you are working on or at the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you are unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. So really, I see no fear here of going into the unknown. Maybe it's just something you've resisted for a long time, and once you go through that portal, you're going to wonder why you ever waited so long to connect with that. Might have been some subconscious fear or something learned in childhood that kept this boundary that you had in your subconscious that kept you from connecting with that kind of power. But there's a real shift. It's just like this release, this pleasure, even just leading with the heart, leading with the will and love. There's no fear. She's opened her arms to like be embraced by whatever's coming. Okay, so the High Priest then, intend and create, recognize that you have the power to change your life, face your fear, and align with the light. In many traditions, the High Priest is the physical embodiment of the divine masculine. He acts as a bridge between worlds and is not only able to divine the future, but to help create it too. He may be a leader in his spiritual traditions or in pagan traditions, be second to the High Priestess, but he is always spiritually connected and disciplined, with great respect for his creator and his particular practice. In a reading, this card can represent a spiritual figure, leader, or teacher in your life, or an aspect of your path that has led you to where you are today. You are a bridge between heaven and earth, and it's important for you to know that you are more powerful and connected than you may think. Everything you are giving attention and energy to at this time is creating your way forward. There have been some setbacks, but accept those as experiences that have led you to a deeper understanding of yourself and your spirit. Know that you are being guided by the ancestor to direct your thoughts and energies toward what you want to grow, heal, and expand, and then watch it happen right before your eyes. All right, wow. So you have these, both have these massive energies inside of you, as we had the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Ace of Wands, the High Priest, come out earlier in this reading. Either that, or you are literally connecting with your twin flame, your soulmate, your divine partner that you may have not seen coming and maybe on the verge of giving up. But this person, if you do meet them, I mean, your eyes will lock. You will just know. You won't even have to speak. That's how, I mean, and the magic that you can make together, the goals that you are focused on achieving together are unlimited. So let's see what these magic cards are for you then this month, Sag. Triple Spiral, listening to divine wisdom and joyfully learning life's lessons. Triskele, the past, present, and future. Or was it love, luck, and prosperity? I can't remember. The star, the silver energy of the star brings good luck and serendipity. So yeah, again, that unexpectedness of the tower. It's serendipitous. It's unplanned, unforeseen. There's no way that you were allowed to know what's coming. Wishes come true, rapid achievement of your dreams and wishes. When you wish upon a star. This is what happens when you speak that into the heaven. Safe and happy travel, protection from harm when journeying. Well, that's great, you know, with Mercury here. And it's still retrograde for the first half of the month. All right, and underneath we have Labyrinth, transition to a higher level of being, raising your energetic vibration, enlightenment. Well, that's been made clear by the owl showing up, the wisdom, and the tower striking. Okay. How about a Journey of Love card? Because if this is a divine partner that's coming in the flesh, we can get a message there. Or sometimes it's just a message from higher self to inner self, you know? What message of love for Sag? Seed of the heart. Remember, we had the sunflower seed here in the uncreated, the void of the new moon. There's a solar eclipse too, October 14th. So I'm getting those kind of vibes too. But the seed of the seed of the heart, it's only the beginning. Some of you could be physically planting a seed, as in creating a third human. If that's part of your intention this month, it's very likely to occur. Okay, so the seed of the heart within each of us is a divine seed of love waiting to blossom into fullness. We don't always know what type of blossom we shall be, however, and sometimes if we try to figure it out in advance, the blossoming itself can cause us anxiety, pain, or fear because it is taking us in an unknown, unexpected direction. We may even fear that the direction we are heading is away from our life path and purpose, as if that were even possible. And we had the path show up here too. The seed in the heart arises as guidance when we are unfolding in a new manifestation of the divine light within. It comes as encouragement to trust, to surrender, to allow, and to be open, unthinking, and ready for the unexpected as possible. A plant just needs the right conditions to grow healthy, and if you have ever seen a blade of grass pushing up through a crack in a pavement, then you'll know that when something is meant to grow to the light, it will do so, even against the most apparently insurmountable odds. And that's the Five of Wands as well, the contention, the struggle between higher energies and lower energies. They both want you to be a part of their team. This oracle brings you guidance. The right conditions are being brought to you. The most perfect support for your own divine blossoming. Trust. Know that the seed in your heart knows how to grow and life supports it. It is also a sign that something in your relationship is sprouting, a new energy. Don't be afraid to try new ways of relating now as your life energy supports it. Okay. We have a lot of the blue and the green. Like I said, you guys, your eyes will meet. Could have blue or green eyes. But blue, this dark blue indigo being the third eye. Just that knowing, like I said, when you see each other, and your heart too. The magnetic fields of your heart are open to connect. Okay, so I guess we'll finish this with our tiny angel cards. So I think this was a reading worth waiting for, Sag. Can't question the divine timing, can we? Okay, that's a lot, but sure, why not? Well, we have transformation. Let's start with what's up. That's apparent. Exploration, that could be the world and the travel card as well. We're exploring a new realm of for yourself. Contentment, being satisfied with the blessings of the month. Strength. You definitely feel strong around this person and vice versa. You add to each other's strength. The strong commitment to self and other, to your mission. Delight. Yeah, there's a celebration there. Makes me think of the Four of Wands with the four angels. And expectancy. So yeah, you're definitely conceiving something great this month. Whether it be a project, a person, an idea, there is definitely fertilization occurring of plan or person. Okay, I think that's all I have for you today, Sagittarius. Thanks so much again for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this reading, and we'll see you next time. Bye.